But like this for Brad Evans, look. In a game like this, it's a World Cup. These don't come around often enough, especially for Zimbabwe. You have no divine right to be fit enough for one either. This is the moment. This is why you work hard. So you're here now. He has a few overs, 31 off 16, striking them cleanly. Take West Indies as clean as if you could. In the bigger, grander scheme of things, it will help. It will help the group. But here and now, do your job.
Nicely played. You won't take a run for that. Using the pace well. Also, just a communication back to the dugout, having had a day out that's not ideal, to say, hold on, if we actually do take it a little deeper, 254 is too many, got to do better with the ball and all the rest, put it all together, take the catches, and we do get to 6 and 7 down, but we've kept it close. We've got players like Evans at the back end, if he's with the batter, who can put a side under pressure. Can you take the game into the final bit, where the pressure is not just to one side, it's to both sides, as they've both got to try and close out. So little things communicated to say, what do you take out of it and what can you use as you go along in this, the real big time. Not even Holder can reach that. Big enough. And 6 more. A 4th one for Brad Evans.
This is clean striking. This is actually so good to watch. He's playing each ball in its merit. There's a game awareness. He's refusing the single.
Take another. Use the pace again. Now with wonderful skill, Brad Evans sends it over to make it 3 in the over. 145 for 9.
This is good to watch. This is very good to watch. A range of strokes. We've seen through the leg side with power. We've seen dexterity for 4. We've seen power straight. And a little bit more class and touch. I think West Indies would also love this challenge. Death bowling is one thing that the earmark coming into the tournament. And when you look at 42 off 16 coming into the back end of a game, is something they'll definitely want to mark themselves hard on. How do they finish?
42 undefeated from 16 balls for the 10th wicket is a record. It's the highest 10th wicket partnership for this 10th wicket in all T20 World Cups. Men's.
But Evans has been really, really good. Couple delicate touches, some power pack pulls. A bit of dexterity one way, power again, and then to top it off and pull it over the foot. 1 over 3rd. Someone clip that up, let him put it on Instagram.
There have been 31 sixes in this match. That's the most in a men's T20 World Cup match. It's forward. Richard and Garava. Because I want to jump in on the act too. But really, you probably should just be nudging one and saying, Brad, continue your day out. Tougher than you might appreciate to nudge one for a last man in. The easy option is to have a great big heave, and whatever happens, happens. But he's got to play for his mate here. Oh, there's some fans in the crowd. I'll think back to that group stage. Fantastic following. The fellas from Castle Corner. Yeah, there's the flag, and they're still singing. Proud to have turned up on this stage, and yes, today hasn't gone according to plan. And they'll hope to be able to collect themselves all mentally and physically for others, and turn up again. It'll be wide. Re-strategize and see how to go about it the next time. It's the biggest game that's coming up as game number 2.
On this game, like this from Matthew Ford, you have to that short ball. He hasn't really been used outside of the power play. It's an easy-ish pace if he doesn't have his swing, but he has skill. And if he can find a range of delivery so he doesn't have to stack them in the middle to the back end. I think he is somewhere he could potentially be getting the order to get your short ball and get your slow ball wide, get your wide Yorkers in.
A little nudge will take one. Highest partnership of the innings, this. Illustrating they haven't had the partnerships, just been a procession of wickets, which is not ideal. Can't get into the game then. It's also the 2nd highest partnership of the match. Perhaps illustrates the dominance of that Powell and Hetmeyer partnership, that not much else was required from others in their order.
It also shows the beauty of one big partnership from their order. Could they have gotten this partnership a little bit earlier, with a little bit more time? 255 is a lot. It's not task, but could they have gotten a little bit closer, make it a little bit more interesting, and stay in the game just for a little longer.
Up in the air and gone. Evans.